Okay, let's go for takedown. Action. Okay, that's action.
Welcome to another edition of Edinburgh Fest Live. Yeah. Woo! Thank you, our lovely studio audience. We're coming to you live from Newtown Theatre on George Street in Edinburgh from the world's largest arts festival, and we're bringing you the very best that the Edinburgh Festival has to offer. Now, if you've missed any of our previous episodes, don't worry, because you can head over to YouTube and catch up. Just search SBC Edinburgh Fest Live, and there's hours of entertainment to enjoy. Now, I've got a bit of a trivia question for you, because I love a good quiz. So here we go. To kick things off, what is Scotland's most valuable export? That's what is Scotland's most valuable export? If you think you know the answer, head over to our Twitter at @edfest_live. You can also let us know what you think the answer is via our website, www.sbctv.co.uk. Now, you may have heard of Mary Berry on the telly. You may have heard of Jamie Oliver. You may have heard of Nigella Lawson. But have you heard of Hairy Mary? She's our very special guest cook. Yesterday, she brought us a roast dinner infused with salmonella. And today, we're going to be getting some chocolate chip cookies, I'm sure with a special twist. So that's coming up later in the show. But for now, let's welcome our first guest, shall we? It's the very brilliant Spencer Jones.
Days, she's got me working all the days. She's got me working all the days. She's got me working all the days. She's got me working all the days.
She's got a lesson up, not listen, a lot of money with you.
She's got me working all the days.
You got a lesson, got a money up, I'm not someone new.
She got me working all the days.
She's got a lesson, working all the days.
She got me working all the days.
You got me working all the days. You got me working all the days. You got me working all the days. You got me working all the days.
She got me working all the days.
You got a lesson, not a big amount of money.
She got me working all the days.
He's got a lesson, man, not a lesson, money.
She got me working all the days.
She's got a lesson, money.
She got me working all the days.
I got you working all the days. I got you working all the days. I got you working all the days. I got you working all the days. I got you working all the days. I got you working all the days.
She got me working all the days. She got me working all the days. She got me working all the days. She got me working all the days.
I got you working all the days. I got you working all the days. I got you working all the days. I got you working all the days. You got me working on my holiday.
She got me working
Summer holiday. I got you working on the days. I got you working on the days.
Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hey. Huh? Permanent marker. It's nearly coming off that one. Just whistle? No. Yeah, there's something in it. Got to show you this. How long have I got? Don't know. What do you reckon? You got that, yeah? She's got the old, yeah? She's not. Where's that gone? I don't know, love. Look at that. Put that on there. Like that. There you go. Hi. Hi. I like to clean the floor. I'm a 40-year-old man. Last bit. Do it. Get a line. Hit that back. Do a line. Line a dot. Dot a line. Yeah. Put it on that. Ooh. Evil penis. What you scheming, evil penis? Oh, nothing. That'll do, innit? Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you.
Spencer Jones! Have a seat. The brilliant Spencer Jones. Now, let's have a chat about evil penis. No. If you... pick up a mic for me. If you had to describe what you do...
Don't ask. What is it? I have no idea. No idea. Does anyone else? I have no idea.
Would we brand it visual comedy?
If you want, yeah. I have no idea. Genuinely, I can't answer the question. What is it? What is it?
Tell us a little bit about your latest show. What can we expect?
What have I got in it? I've got a loo brush that talks. I've got some music. I've got a scene where I'm a goalie, but in slow motion. My dad's in it. All just a weird painting of him that glows in the dark. I mean, what am I doing? I wish I could play guitar.
You can't. Can you play guitar?
No, not good enough. I mean, I know playing guitar then.
Me neither. It's fine. It's overrated. So, eggy bagel.
Yeah.
What is it about that you love about an eggy bagel?
I like the fact that definitely no one else was going to call their show Eggy Bagel.
Yes.
And that was the only reason I called it Eggy Bagel. Now I've got to put an Eggy Bagel in it.
Is there one?
Just at the end, I say it once.
Oh, I meant an actual bagel with egg in it.
No, that would involve going to the shop every day.
Yeah, too much. I've recently gone pescatarian, so I love an eggy bagel. You? Yeah.
Nice.
So you've got 5 stars from the Times. You're critically acclaimed.
They were drunk.
Come
it was
on.
a weekday.
When did you know that you were good at comedy? Was there a moment?
When I was good at it. When I was able, every month when I'm just about able to pay the mortgage, I go, okay, that'll do. Once a month. Once a month when the bills come in.
12 times a year.
12 times a year. yeah.
So how did you get into comedy? Where did it come from?
I've always been an idiot. And
that helps.
Yeah, that helps. I've always just liked being an idiot. I was a wedding singer.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I've done all sorts, me, yeah.
Was the film based on your life?
Yeah, ruined, yeah. I just finished the script and then I watched the film and got rid of it. No, I've done all sorts of stuff. So it's like I've always done sort of sketch stuff or stand-up. I was rubbish at stand-up. And then I started doing this. And my girlfriend's not left me. I've got 2 kids, so what else am I going to do?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Did you ever try some of this stuff at weddings?
At weddings, I always get sat with all the kids. You know, and there's like, bring your kids. It's me, genuinely. Every wedding, I'm sat on my own with all the kids.
Can you do balloon animals? Or?
I do all that, yeah. But I mean, no, I can't do that. But I've only got about 5 minutes of material that's like suitable for kids. And after that, I kind of sit there just looking weird. It's a good idea in practice, putting me with, anyway.
So how many Edinburghs have you done before?
I've done, this is my 3rd, doing this, whatever this is. I did a play 2 years before that, and then I did a little week with a sketch troupe about 6 years ago.
So what is any top tips for the Edinburgh Fringe Festival for coping?
For punters or for acts?
For punters.
Punters, eat when you can, sleep when you can. These are just life tips more than anything, aren't they, actually?
Sounds like the advice when you have a baby.
Yeah. Take flyers off people, even if you don't go, because they have thousands of them, and there's loads at the end of the day, and all you're doing is just making someone's day a little bit nicer. You can always just put them in the bin down the road. That was when I used to fly. I used to say, could you put that in the bin down the road for me? And they'd take it off me and then they'd put it in the bin down the road.
That's a good technique.
Yeah, it's nice, yeah.
Any top tips for performers at the Edinburgh Fringe? From you, critically acclaimed.
I think there's lots in there. Just be strong. Just be nice. Be nice and be strong and be funny and don't be afraid of trying new stuff and tweaking your show. And it's only comedy. It doesn't mean anything.
I like this. Where do you get your inspiration from? For all your...
At the minute, my son, my 3-year-old son.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't think it. Yeah, my 3-year-old son. Yeah, he's funny. He's always funny. I'm the 3rd funniest person in my house. I've got a daughter who's 1, a son who's 3, and my girlfriend. And every now and again, she's funnier than me. It's an absolute pain in the arse.
So you just watch your family write everything down and steal it?
The best stuff comes from me and him playing, yeah. The hands thing, that was him. Everything, all of this comes from a 3-year-old's brain. And you go, I'll have that. Is this sweet?
So basically, you're stealing all of your son's ideas.
To pay for his trainers.
Yeah. That's fair, isn't it? That's fair. Any other comedians you're excited about seeing, or any shows you're excited about seeing this Fringe?
I always go and see Ali Bryce, who's on the Free Fringe in the afternoon. He's brilliant. He always makes my show better. I go and watch him, and it makes me go, okay, yeah, I remember now what you're meant to be like on stage. Jade Addams, I've seen her do club sets. She'll be great. I think she's doing a debut. You're selling out every time. Hey. And
Thanks,
who
babe.
else? Yeah. I've not seen a lot, to be fair. It's really bad, isn't it? Because I'm doing 2 shows. I'm absolutely knackered. So I'm like sort of getting up, printing off the CDs. I've made an album to sell with the shows.
Lovely.
Of all this weird music and stuff. And then Ali Bryce, Jade
So what's your
Addams.
other show?
So I've got Eggy Bagel, and then I've got the old show Proper Job, which was the one that did surprise me last year by being well received.
Yeah, everyone loved it. So how would you describe the difference between the two?
The first one, Proper Job, the old one is more clowny and a bit more, and then the second one's a bit more like me saying nice, talking as me, a bit more like this, but obviously still an absolute idiot.
So do you like being you, or do you like being the character? If you had to pick one.
No, I prefer being the character.
Do you?
Well, yeah, because that's me. Spencer Jones is the guy I've got to pretend to be when I'm out, trying to get stuff done.
Do you ever do the character in real life situations?
Oh, yeah.
Any spring to mind?
Just check out old ladies, they like it. Yeah, right,
that.
yeah, and they like that. That makes them laugh. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see this show. Let us know where both your shows are on.
5:20 at the Underbelly and 8:50 at the Hive. Hey.
Spencer Jones, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Spencer Jones. That's the end of part 1. We'll be back in part 2 with Maddie Annott. I'm very excited. See you after this.